Hi, my name is Father Mike Schmitz. I'm a priest at the Diocese of Duluth in Minnesota, and this is what Lent looks like up here in the northern part of the country and in Canada. It's just this winter wonderland. Today we hear all about what Jesus does. He goes into the wilderness, and we know what he does. He fasts and he prays and he does battle with the devil, with Satan. We know what he does, but do we know why he does it? Because why a person does something oftentimes is almost even more important than what they're doing. Growing up around here where it's winter most of the year, I was just fascinated growing up with polar explorers, Arctic explorers, and yes, there's Roald Amundsen and there's Ernest Shackleton, those guys who raced to the South Pole to see who could get there first. But one of my favorites was a guy named Douglas Mawson. And Douglas Mawson, back in 1912, he led this expedition to just explore Antarctica. At one point, he was part of a three-man team. The first man died, the second man then tragically died, and Mawson had to walk by himself in the middle of Antarctica, over 100 miles by himself. I mean, he was so depleted of nourishment and food that sorry about this, but his skin was falling off of his legs. At one point, the soles of his feet fell off of his feet. He had to tape them back on every morning and wear 6 pairs of socks. Every step was agony. He just kept going. At one point, he fell into a crevasse, and he was hanging by the end of a 14-foot rope, and he tried climbing up. He made it once, but then fell back down, and at one point he's hanging there, he just wanted to die. And as he was just like, I just want to give up, I just want to die, the words of a poem came to him. And the poem said, you just give it one more try. It's dead easy to die, but it's the going on living that's hard. And that was enough to give Mawson a kind of a why of I'm going to pull myself up, I want to keep on living. Because when a person has a why, they can almost do anything. Jesus, we know his what when he goes into the wilderness. He fasted, he prayed, he battled Satan. But what was his why? We realize this, and Christ reveals this, God reveals this. Jesus' why is actually a who. And his who is you. That Jesus goes into the wilderness, and he fasts, and he prays, and he battles Satan, but he does it. The why is a person, it's you. So as you go into Lent, you probably figured out what you're going to do already. You're going to give this up. You're going to start doing that. That's awesome. That's wonderful. But do you have a why? And is your why, like Jesus' why, is your why not just motivation, not just a reason, but is it a person? Is it a who? Is the reason why you're going to enter into this Lent with everything you got because of the person Jesus Christ who went into the wilderness with everything that he had?